Hi, friends. Let me tell you a story from the Holy Bible, a tale of love, betrayal, and the consequences of surrendering to temptation. It's the story of Samson and Delilah, a narrative that holds invaluable lessons for leaders in every sphere of activity. In the book of Judges, we meet Samson, a remarkable person with astounding physical strength and stamina, chosen by the Lord to deliver the Israelites from the Philistines. Samson's leadership and strength were unparalleled, but he had a fragility. His incorrigible infatuation with Delilah, a Philistine woman of remarkable beauty. Delilah was constantly accosted by the Philistine leader, who sought to exploit Samson's devotion to Delilah and thereby annihilate him. They offered her a considerable reward if she could only discover the secret of his strength. Delilah, propelled by her own cravings and greed, readily accepted the task. 3 times Delilah asked Samson to reveal the sources of his strength, and 3 times he gave her false answers. But instead of recognizing her deceit, Samson was sucked deeper into her web of machinations. Finally, after persistent persuasion, Samson revealed the truth. His strength lay in his uncut lock of hair, a symbol of his consecration to God. This boon was granted to him by God when he was born. What happened next is a cautionary tale for leaders of any age. Delilah betrayed Samson, cutting his hair while he slept, rendering him powerless. The Philistines captured him, gouged out his eyes, and imprisoned him. Samson's life, which had once held great promise and potential, ended in tragedy and captivity. Now, you might be wondering, why is this ancient story relevant to leaders today? Leaders in any field, I mean. It teaches us about the danger of yielding to personal desires or temptations at the expense of our principles and responsibilities. Just as Samson's obsession with Delilah's beauty clouded his judgment, leaders can become blinded by personal ambitions, compromising their values and the trust of those they lead. The story underscores the importance of insight in relationships and partnerships. Leaders must be cautious about those who may not have their best interest at heart, recognizing that not everyone who appears to be an ally is genuinely supportive. Lastly, it reminds us that our actions have consequences, not only for ourselves but for those we lead. Samson's choices didn't just affect him, they had far-reaching repercussions for the Israelites he had meant to protect. Now, let's look at some famous characters who got trapped in the Samson-Delilah trap and vanished into oblivion. John Profumo, famously called the Profumo Affair. John Profumo was a British politician who served as the Secretary of State for War in the early 1960s. He was involved in a scandal known as the Profumo Affair. Profumo had a brief affair with Christine Keeler, a model and a showgirl. This affair was discovered and became a major scandal as it was revealed that Keeler had also been involved with the Soviet naval attaché. The scandal not only damaged Profumo's political career but also had broader political implications during the Cold War era. Next is Gary Hart. Gary Hart was a prominent American politician who ran for the Democratic nominations for president in 1988. His campaign came to a sudden end due to a scandal involving an extramarital affair. A photograph of Hart with a woman named Donna Rice on a yacht led to intense media scrutiny and questions about his character. The scandal effectively ended his presidential campaign and significantly impacted his political career. Now let's look at Anthony Weiner. Anthony Weiner was a US congressman who became embroiled in a series of sexting scandals. Weiner's inappropriate online relationships and explicit text messages came to light, leading to public embarrassment, legal issues, and the end of his political career. In conclusion, the story of Samson and Delilah is a stark reminder that leaders should never allow themselves to fall into the trap of betrayal, manipulation, or selfish desires. Instead, one must remain steadfast in one's principles, reasonable in one's relationships, and aware of the consequences of one's actions. The Hindu holy book, the Bhagavad Gita, also emphasizes this point. One has the choice to choose one's actions, but not the consequences. So guys, to leave a positive legacy for those we serve, let's lead with integrity and honor. That's it, friends. I'm Shani from your channel Smart Tactics. Please click on the bell icon and give a like if you like this video. Thank you.